pro versus anti-abortion. I'm anti-abortion and she's pro-abortion.
Pro-abortion.
We're speaking for the people. Okay. Well, I'll hear the pro side first and then my turn.
Okay. Well, what I have is a list of why abortion should be used. Basically, some people can't afford to have their babies or take care of it or the medical billings, or they don't have the insurance for it. Some people are scared to have babies. Like, some people say adoption's an option, but what if they don't want to have the baby, to go through the motions? And some people have family issues. Let's say you're a teenager and you'll get kicked out and you end up pregnant. No other option than to abort it and not get in trouble. Some people just don't want it at all, don't feel any need for it to be born, or just don't want it, nothing to do with it. And then there are other people who just, women have their choice whether or not to keep it, and some women choose not to. It's in the Constitution that we have our rights, and people choose to use the right of whatever they want with their bodies. They're women. We're women, and we should be able to choose what we want to do. It's our body. We should have control over it. And abortion is an option.
Can I just interrupt for like a second?
No, I'm trying. I'm trying to put my side.
Okay, hurry up then.
And also, I mean, it's not even a human till after a certain amount of months.
It's not a human.
No.
Are you?
It's not. It's not a human till after a certain amount of months.
It's a human. It is human. It's making.
Well, it's not alive yet. Not fully.
So that makes it okay.
Well, people have their own thoughts and feelings on what they want to do with their body. It's their choice.
Yeah, it's their body. They should have thought about what they were getting into before they,
Well,
there's certain responsibilities that comes with that, okay?
Or
and there's
some people also are capable of getting raped.
Okay, they could get raped. Yeah, that's really sad. But even then, I still don't think abortion is an option, There's not only religious beliefs about it, but there's also the fact that, it's a human being. Even if you're not religious, we have morals, We have morals.
And that's it.
So okay. I'm going to talk about some of the other options. They just passed a law that says that if you don't want to keep a baby, like if you instead of going through all the paperwork of adoption, and some people feel that's too emotional and stressful, and they just rather get it done with at abortion. But there's other options. I mean, just have the baby. You could leave it at a hospital or at a fire station or anywhere like that, and they'll provide the baby with what they need. You don't need to get an abortion. There's plenty of other options. The only reason people did it back then was because there weren't the options we have today, Times are changing.
Yeah, times did change, and they gave us the option for abortion. We don't want the baby. You don't want to go through all the emotional process of it, to have the baby for 9 months and all that, and having to deal with the medical attention. You don't want it, so you get the choice of abortion. You would actually kill a human being. To me, it's like murder. But that's just because I have morals, Some people don't share the same morals. Some people, they feel it's alright. That's why we have our own opinions about this. and our just basically our own thoughts on how we feel
Would you
on
stab a
abortion.
baby? Would you stab a baby?
I would not stab a baby, but this
Then why
it's
is
not
abortion
human.
any different? It's human.
It's not human till after a certain amount of months when it's fully developed. That's when you can call it human.
It's the same thing. It's gonna become a human being. It doesn't even get a chance at life.
Well, things happen for a reason, and some babies aren't meant to be born, and some babies are.
So because someone makes a choice, oh, that I don't want to have this baby because I'm scared, or I'm too stressed to do this, that baby doesn't deserve a chance at life.
No, people will get the option whether or not they can keep whatever they have in their stomach, and then they have the choice. Basically, it's their own choice. They have their own opinions on how they feel on this abortion or whatever it is. Like, if they want the baby, they can keep it. If they don't, then give it up or have an abortion, which is also a completely understandable option if people choose it.
It's not understandable. It's not. I mean, it's wrong. Anyone who has a heart can see that it's wrong. But I personally have never been through the situation, so I'm not really one to say anything. But if I got pregnant, I would take responsibility for my actions, and I will keep that baby, no matter what the consequences are. Even if I couldn't provide for that baby, I would give it up for adoption. That's a very valid choice. There's couples out there who cannot have babies, and they're ready and they're responsible, and they want a baby. You know, you have a baby to give. They want one, and they can bring it up right. They can give it a chance at a good life. You know.
But there are other people who don't want it at all.
What do you mean?
Who consider having a baby not an option. Who don't want anything to do with it, don't want to have all those months having it growing in your stomach. They don't want it, so they have to have another option.
That basically comes down to the fact that if they're doing it, they have to consider the fact that they might get pregnant. I mean, birth control isn't 100% effective at all. It's not 100% effective. There's still a chance, you know? They have to consider the fact that they might. And if they're going to start, then they should consider the fact that they're going to get pregnant and be able to deal with that, you know? Take responsibility for their actions. If not, then don't do it. That's basically it.
Basically.
So, yeah.